Hi everyone, my name is Scott Baker. I'm the Director of Baker Advice and am a licensed financial advisor and a CPA. Um, One of the things we find at Baker Advice is we've got a lot of clients who either want to start a business, build a business, pivot a business, or effectively get more out of the business, whether it's lifestyle, money, anything that's relevant to their personal goals. And we find ourselves being asked the same sort of questions, the same sort of areas that can really help people gain some clarity and start building that business plan. We wanted to make sure that we provided people these resources so that not only they can take their business into their own hands, but they can even pass them on to a friend or family member or someone else that's stuck in a position where they want to grow out from, whether that's being employed and they want to start a business, whether that's having a business and wanting to really build that, or even build it up to sell. Right? There's no right or wrong. It's whatever suits their personal objectives and what they want. For me, the biggest change we've seen over the last decade in business is that people want different things from it. This isn't that we want to build a business that become the family heirloom or a multi-generational business. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's not. So we find that this is just simply a tool to effectively live the lifestyle that you want to live. So over the next couple of weeks, we're providing some resources so that you're able to, in your own time, and if you want, you can give us a call and we can help you out with it. But start to build that business plan, gain some clarity, and make decisions that best suit you and your family. Now, the first one is planning, right? So effectively what my business is. A lot of these conversations when people talk to me, whether it's barbecues or in the office or at networking events of what their business is, I find that they don't particularly have an articulate version of that business. They don't wake up and walk in and say, we're an accounting and financial planning business and this is how we do it and this is the clients we deal with. It's very vague, and I think that when starting a business, they might want to focus on being all things to all people, or they're not sure of their service suite. And I think that if you're not able to clearly and articulately in 30 seconds tell people what your business is, then how are you supposed to walk in and talk to your clients about that, or potential clients, referral partners, lawyers, bankers, whoever else you need in that business? Effectively, if you can't explain to someone in 30 seconds what that business is, then it's not clear enough to you. Now, we've given you a page here that is a big page, and you might look at it and go, well, hang on, there's a lot in there. The whole process is spitball as much items on there as you want, and then continuously filter it down so that you've got something nice and concise at the end. It doesn't have to start concise, but it has to end concise. Secondly, and this is not new and it's a bit hippie, right? Visualization for accountants is not really the word that everyone wants to use, but I tell you, this is easily the most effective exercise that I've picked up along the way. These resources we didn't make up. They're well-known industry resources that everyone uses at their own times. But visualization for me is, you focus on how you feel at a time rather than what happened. And for that, we want to bring that into the future. So there's no right or wrong, but it's what does your business look like? Where do you want this business to take you? And for me, I use a simple technique of thinking of it a certain period in the future, right? And it might be that you want to go on a holiday and you're walking onto the plane and you think, yes, I've finally actually achieved the business success, right? And everyone's got a different version of it, but I've achieved the business success for me. And I can look back and I can articulately say, this is what the business is. If you're a law firm and you've got 20 employees and you've got a manager and you've got an assistant and you know that you can go on holidays knowing that everything's looked after in that law firm, then that's that version. But be very clear about what that looks like. If you're a plumber and you want to know that on my 38th birthday, I'm going to jump on a boat and it's going to look like this, and I can look back and I can clearly see what the business is going to be. I want 3 plumbers, I want 1 admin person, it's more detail the merrier, but knowing that how you're going to feel at that point, because a lot of this is about your why. You're going to focus a lot throughout this next couple of years, year or couple of years, about why you're doing this, right? There's a lot of long nights, there's a lot of hard days, but knowing that you're clear on your why and why you think you should do it, and that's going to be the piece that provides you the energy to go through it. So looking at this, what do you want the business to be? Why do you want it to be like that? Like, what does that give you? And then you can make the decisions back from there. Because from this whole process, we're trying to obtain clarity so that then everything can work towards that.